Welcome to episode 2 of Table Leader Tips. I hope you'll go back to our first episode, Pray on the Way and Show Up Clean, because if you haven't watched that video, you haven't prayed and you're not clean about this video is going to be long-term spiritually worthless to you. You'll understand when you watch the other video. For now, let's talk about inviting. Let's say there's a guy and we'll call him Kenny. Kenny might be a coworker, lives in your subdivision, maybe he plays golf with you, or maybe he's just a guy you run into at church all the time, and you've invited him to One Th1ng Men Step Up, Yielded Men, or 7, or some other men's group for 6 months now, and he still hasn't shown up. Hey, Kenny, what's your problem? Maybe Kenny's not the problem. Maybe it's because you and I are terrible at inviting and we don't know it yet.
Come check out our Friday morning men's group. You'll love it.
Will you cut it out? I'm trying to do a video. Listen, there's 2 types of guys in our lives. There's the guys that look up to us and will do whatever we tell them to do, or everybody else, those that are peers or guys that we look up to. I showed up at church 15 years ago for the first time in a very long time because a guy I looked up to at work told me I needed to be there and that he and his wife would come pick me up at my apartment and bring me to church. If you've got guys in your life that'll do whatever you tell them to do, when you tell them to do it, and they don't mind carpooling to men's group and to work with you, have at it. But for the rest of the guys like Kenny, maybe we need to take a little different approach. We've all heard the expression, telling is not selling, and we love to buy things ourselves. We just hate being sold. So why is it we spend so much of our breath trying to sell guys like Kenny on our men's group when a few carefully designed questions might help us to uncover their dissatisfaction and let them connect the dots between what we have and what they want? Guys who are satisfied with what they've got going on in their walk with Christ don't show up at a men's group because they're satisfied with what they've got going on. So let me give you a couple of questions, if you're clean in your heart about why you're inviting Kenny, that might be able to help you to help him to connect the dots. Hey, Kenny. What do you like most about your current small group? Hey, Kenny, what do you like least about your current small group? Kenny, if there were a men's group that would give you all of the, with a whole lot less of the, would you be willing to go out of your way a little early on a Friday morning and give it a try? If Kenny tells you no, he's either blind or completely satisfied with what he's got going on with his current groups. Leave him alone, back off, don't pressure him, and maybe some other season of his life, he'll be looking for something that your group can deliver. But if he says maybe or yes, that's a great time to give him the information about where and when your small group meets, invite him to come out the next time that he's in town, and promise him you'll give him 24 to 48 hours advance notice reminder via text, email, or phone call, so that if it does fall off the map, it's not because you didn't remind him. Give it a try. Pray on the way, show up clean, ask a few of these questions, and invite a guy like Kenny. I hope it's great for you and for him. It's beneficial for your small group, and it builds up the kingdom of God. God bless.